Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Amy Huffner.
And I'm Melody Brooke. Smith's Food and Drug is making a major expansion here in Cedar City, with 2 new marketplace stores on the way. Haejin Kim has the story.
Smith's Food and Drug opened its current Cedar City store in 1996. Now, nearly 30 years later, the company is investing $50 million in a new marketplace, a 123,000 square foot store planned for South Main Street. The project is expected to anchor an 18-acre retail development and officially replace the existing store once construction is complete in early 2027. The new marketplace will more than double the size of the current building, offering expanded grocery services along with clothing, home goods, toys, and general merchandise. Company representatives say the goal is to meet the needs of a growing community and provide a broader one-stop shopping experience.
There was some studies that have been done by independent developers that showed that Cedar City had demand for at least 3 additional grocery stores. And so this is helping to meet the current demand as well as future demand in the area.
A second marketplace location is also being negotiated for the north end of town, a change that could shift grocery access and consumer patterns across Iron County.
Cedar City is actually home to the #1 grossing Walmart in the state of Utah and the #2 for visitation. And so Smith's can help capitalize on that opportunity and those sales numbers that will benefit the community as a whole.
Construction is expected to begin in the spring of 2026.
The investment these people are making is huge. And to get people to do that, it needs to have a vibrant economy. And to do that, we have to continue to grow. And I accept the fact that we will need to grow now and into the future, and we will grow for many years. And we have tremendous responsibilities, not with just grocery stores and business infrastructure, but roads and water systems and parks and recreation and police and fire, and all of these things have to go with it as the community grows. But a good first step is a couple of amazing new grocery stores.
With new retail growth on the horizon, Cedar City residents will soon see major changes in how and where they shop. Reporting in Cedar City, I'm Haejin Kim.
Turning now to the local dance scene, Big Iron Swing is the newest swing dance company to Cedar City. Reporter Melody Brooke has the story.
2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 3.
Big Iron Country Swing Dance Nights take place every Tuesday and Friday from 8 p.m. to midnight at the venue Cedar City on 33 North Main Street. Lessons run from 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. for line dances and 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. for couple dances. Entry is $5 cash and $7 card. The event is open to dancers of all skill level and offers a versatile approach to swing with modern and traditional styles. Big Iron Swing began when Noah Stevens recognized a need for social dance in southern Utah. He set out to create the business along with the support of his best friend, Tanner Bench. Here's the story.
Big Iron Swing started in August of 2024. I saw a need for more swing dancing here in Cedar City, maybe a little bit more of a niche crowd, less like super traditional country, and I also wanted to get some of the modern stuff in there. So yeah, we've been at it now for almost a year and a half, and yeah, Big Iron happens every Tuesday and Friday. Starts at 8:30, goes until 12. We really try to appeal to both a traditional country swing audience as well as more of a modern swing audience. Line dancing is a huge part of it. So Big Iron has grown. It's been awesome, and we're still here.
There are several themed nights throughout the year, with opportunities for costumes, prizes, and more. Big Iron is open to all ages and accepts dancers from near and far. For more information about Big Iron Country Swing Dance, check out the Big Iron Swing Instagram page and the Big Iron Swing Facebook page. For SUTV News, I'm Melody Brooke. The SU Theater Department has many student-run shows in production. Our reporter Laura Bailey has more on the story.
Trust a husband. London is full of women who trust their husbands. One can always tell who they are. They look so thoroughly unhappy.
The black box show Lady Windermere's Fan was recently shown at SUU. The show was about Lady Windermere, a woman of high society, and her struggles with love and marriage. The play was written by Oscar Wilde, famously known for his works such as The Importance of Being Earnest and The Picture of Dorian Gray. The show was funny and moving, and many audience members enjoyed the production.
I have friends in the cast. They were amazing. I've also never seen a black box grant in this theater. So amazing.
The show ran for 2 nights and was performed and directed almost entirely by SUU students under the Black Box Grant. The Black Box Grant gives SUU theater students the opportunity to produce and perform their own shows with funds from the theater department. Many shows at SUU have been performed through the Black Box Grant.
So I was able to produce this show because of the Black Box Grant, and it's a show that I've been wanting to do for years. So it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that gives students that chance to shine.
For more information and to see the latest shows, visit www.su.edu/PVA. For SUTV News, I'm Alora Bailey.
Southern Utah offers an abundance of live music, including classic rock and roll. Here's Briar Adams with the story.
2 bands rocked Southern Utah before Tuacahn closed its outdoor amphitheater for the winter season. Starting out from Las Vegas, Nevada, Symphonic Rock brought a new sound to classic rock and roll music. A full symphony orchestra of brass, woodwinds, electric violins, and cellos backed the band. The crowd sang along to hits by Led Zeppelin, The Beatles, Ozzy Osbourne, and more. And the lead singer showed impressive vocal range with every song. The next night, classic rock band Night Ranger took the stage. They rocked out with heavy guitar riffs, keyboards, and drums to 80s hits like Don't Tell Me You Love Me and Sister Christian. Longtime fans came from all around southern Utah and neighboring states to see a rock favorite live at Tuacahn Amphitheater.
This is my second Night Ranger concert. This is 2025. The last time I saw him was 1991 here in St. George, about 33 years ago.
Despite the closure of the outdoor amphitheater, Tuacahn still hosts multiple shows for the winter season in their indoor auditorium. A family favorite, Elf the Musical, will take the stage this season. To purchase tickets, visit tuacahn.org. With SUU TV, I'm Briar Adams.
SUU Opera has just put on a performance of their brand new show called The Lyric Kings. Our reporter Cole Garney has more.
The Thorley Recital Hall on SU campus just hosted a show called The Lyric Kings. Put on by SU Opera, the show was meant to perform the songs of and tell the stories of 2 of America's greatest songwriters and composers. The show was performed by students and directed by SU Opera professor Carol Ann Moodset.
I'm incredibly proud of these kids. Well, I call them kids, these young people, because they're growing, and I get to see the growth, and that makes me incredibly happy as well as proud.
The first half of the show was dedicated to American songwriter Cole Porter, playing some of his most famous and influential songs such as Anything Goes, Let's Do It, and I've Got You Under My Skin. In between songs, they stopped the music and dancing to go over his personal history and give insights into his artistic process. The second half of the show went over the life of Stephen Sondheim, who wrote the lyrics of many different musicals such as West Side Story, Sweeney Todd, and Into the Woods. Throughout the year, SU Music Department puts on a bunch of different concerts and shows like this one. To find out more about the music department and events like this one, you can find information on the music department's website and on the SU calendar.
You know, there are so many really cool performing arts venues and events that I've seen. You know, we heard about the swing dancing and all these other incredible opportunities. One thing Cedar City would really benefit from is some salsa dancing. Getting out there into some Latin styles, you know?
Absolutely. I've been a big fan of swing dance for a long time. I started in my time at Snow College, and then I brought it over here a little bit. So I love all the opportunities for swing, but I would really like to learn some more styles of dance.
Absolutely.
Especially with our ballroom company that we have here. I'm sure that there will be lots of people interested.
Definitely. And as a beginner, I just feel like it'd be super great to have the opportunity. We're going to take a quick break.
After this, weather.
Welcome to SUTV weather. I'm Brooklyn Beard. Let's take a look at the forecast, shall we? I'm sure as you've seen outside today, it's going to be partly cloudy with our high at 46 and our low at 30. Friday, tomorrow, a little bit more of the same, partly cloudy again and 47 to 31. And then no sun for us on Saturday. It's going to be a high at 49 and low at 30. And then on Sunday, the exact same thing. Here we've got our high of 49, low of 30, mostly sunny. And Monday, it's going to be all sunshine, folks. 53 degrees is our high and 26 is our low, and it carries into Tuesday and Wednesday with, again, highs in those low 50s and lows in the high 20s and 30 there for Wednesday. If we take a look at the radar here, you can see not too much going on, but we do still have just a little bit of precipitation over here in the Cedar City area, but nothing to get concerned about. Roads are still drivable and all that. For the weekend weather report on Saturday, it's going to be 49 degrees by day, 30 degrees by night, and Sunday, the very same. Both days are going to be partly cloudy, so be on the lookout for that. It's getting chillier out there, folks. And it's getting just a little bit rainy. You know, I think I'm sensing some precipitation in our area, and today's Raining Men feature is none other than surrealist painter Salvador Dali. I mean, just look at that stash. How could anyone resist that? So we honor him today on our Raining Men feature because he's beautiful and really interesting. Brian Head's opening day is still scheduled to be happening this Friday, tomorrow, November 21st. So get out there and hit the slopes. Additionally, we have many local events in the Cedar City area for this weekend. Community Dancing with the Stars is happening this weekend. Pippin is opening tonight, so be sure to check that out. And the Boot Stompin' 68th Birthday Bash is going on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the State Bank. CV Talon Crafts Fair is happening tomorrow and on Saturday for those who are interested in crafting. Rock Gold is opening up tonight, a mixture of classic rock and orchestra music. And the Resonancia Caribeña Afro-Cuban dance is also happening tonight. And finally, the Willow Glen will continue to host their open mic night on Saturday. Today is National Absurdity Day, and I thought that we would honor that by looking at some of our lovely Salvador Dali's paintings today, as he was a surrealist painter. Many consider his paintings to be absurd. I personally just consider them beautiful. And we wish a happy birthday to Basui Tokoshu, who was a Zen master. He was alive from 1372 until 1387, and this is the only image that you can find of him on the internet. Not even a real picture, just a sculpture. Thank you so much for having joined me today on SUU TV Weather. My name is Brooklyn Beard. Any questions, comments, complaints, concerns, or praises, please join me. Please contact me at arts@suunews.net.
That mustache.
I know. Don't even get me started on mustache, girl. I know.
I gotta say, it's like straight up and down. I don't know. I think I gotta start rocking that.
That's a pretty cool look. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of his thing, you know? That's how he's recognized.
Something that I do to basically make myself recognized is I like to wear bright colors in the wintertime, and that really helps me stand out.
Yeah, you know, the craziest thing I've done to help myself stand out was crazy hair day in elementary school and junior high. I did 2 rounds of it. Put some floral wire in my hair, braided that thing up, had a palm tree in my hair, whole palm tree scene.
Classic.
There's some little Polly Pockets in there, taking a little break. It was great.
The most I ever did was, you know, take a soda pop bottle and stick it and wrap all my hair around it.
How absurd for Absurdity Day.
And how creative. We're gonna take a small break.
Sports is up next.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
In national sports news, the Women's Pro Baseball League starts their first ever draft tonight at 6 p.m. The league will be the fifth of its kind after the Ladies League Baseball ended in 1998. 4 initial teams will compete in Robin Roberts Stadium in Springfield, Illinois, starting August of next year. Former tennis star Roger Federer was elected to the International Tennis Hall of Fame on Wednesday. The Swiss former pro was the first man to win 20 Grand Slam singles titles and played his last match in 2021. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony will also take place in August of next year. In local sports news, the SUU football team defeated the University of Central Arkansas this past Saturday. In a close game that saw running back Joshua Dye score 3 touchdowns, the T-Birds pulled ahead to continue their win streak. Dye was named the UAC Offensive Player of the Week for the 4th time this season and has set 2 new records for the SUU team. The team's final game this season is this Saturday at the University of Northern Alabama. While the football team has managed to continue their win streak, the men's basketball team has found themselves in a rough season. Out of the 6 games they have played so far, their only win has been against Bethesda, University of California. Though they managed to give the Cougars a run for their money, the T-Birds game against Washington State this past Tuesday resulted in a loss at 74-98 points. The team has one more chance this week to reverse their current 3-game losing streak when they take on Nobel University this Saturday.
On Friday, November 7th, UHSAA hosted one of the last sporting events of the season. The Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games department at Southern Utah University hosted the Utah High School Activities Association 8-player 1A, 2A, and 3A state football semifinals here at the Eccles Coliseum. 8 different high schools from around Utah flocked to SUU for the purpose of qualifying for the UHSAA state championship football games.
The significance of this is many. First off, for students and their families, it's a great opportunity to celebrate their success in high school. As an institution, it's a great opportunity to get literally thousands of prospective students on our campus to experience the sheer beauty and opportunities that exist at SUU.
Off the field, the heart of Southern Utah University's Engineering and Technology building is the Thunderworks Makerspace. The Makerspace is having their final sustainability tours for the fall semester. Here's Katie Christensen with the details.
Hi, I'm Katie Christensen with SUTVNews. We're here at the Thunderworks Makerspace with Ben. Ben, what can you tell us about SUU's recycling program?
Just that we're really trying to amp it up and trying to show people that we do recycle here on campus, trying to educate everyone to know what is recyclable, because if you aren't recycling correctly, then it's more likely that we won't be able to recycle in the future. So if everyone recycles correctly here, the more we can recycle and the better we can make the planet.
And what is the coolest thing you've seen made or fixed at the Makerspace?
We make a lot. There's lots of 3D printing, wood engraving, and they make rockets and Baja cars here. As well, I've made a lot of stuff for the SU Community Garden and for the seed libraries here. Right now I'm working on a seed bomb dispenser, and we also have a repair night that we did 2 years ago that we're hoping to bring back, where we ask people to bring in their broken stuff and repair them here in the space.
Thank you, Ben. They do the sustainability tours every semester, so if you're interested, come back next semester and give it a shot. For SUTV News, I'm Katie Christensen. Back to you.
Meanwhile, graduating BFA students had the opportunity to display their artwork and celebrate their educational careers this past Monday at the 2025 Fall Fad Fete. Here's reporter Amy Huffner with more.
On Monday, November 7th, SUMA hosted the College of Performing and Visual Arts 2025 Filmmaking and Design Fete, a celebration for the opening of the Fall BFA student and SUU faculty exhibitions. This event provided the opportunity for the artists that make up SUU to showcase their hard work across various mediums, including illustration, graphic design, printmaking, and ceramics.
So cool. I was really looking forward to continuing my career in art here, and just well, maybe my work is going to be up here in the museum. Pretty cool.
The faculty exhibition features 17 faculty members and their recent artistic projects, highlighting their respective disciplines and passion for art. While Sublime, the Fall 2025 BFA exhibition, features 9 capstone projects of graduating students, exhibiting the culmination of their hard work across their educational career.
It's just also very exciting to have things in
a museum at the end of your degree. I remember being a freshman and finding out that in graphic design, at the end of the day, you get to have your stuff up in SUMA.
The event served light refreshments, including treats and a soda bar for all attendees to enjoy for free as they experienced the exhibition. In addition to viewing the artwork, there were interactive exhibits, including writing letters to Santa at the Charlie Brown Christmas exhibit. The BFA exhibition Sublime will run until December 12, 2025, and the faculty exhibition will run until March 7, 2026. For more information or to learn more about upcoming SUMA exhibitions, visit suu.edu/SUMA. For SUTV News, I'm Amy Huffner. I think it's so cool that we have like a literal museum on campus.
For real, and with all of the really cool taxidermy animals, it's just so interesting to me how many different creative outlets we have here.
Yeah, here there's a lot of different opportunities to display different things, and this Fall Fad Fete, I mean, the BFA students, they really did a great job with putting together such an amazing show and showcasing their talents and everything. It's really cool.
And not only do I see visual art, but whenever I go to SUMA, sometimes I'll come across like really cool live orchestrations and concerts going on. There's just so many cool things to explore there. We're going to take a quick break.
After this, more on SUU's Virginia's Ghost event.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Big or small, life is a collection of defining moments. And at Southern Utah University, these moments happen all the time. This is where you find your people, where new friends become like family, where you face challenges with confidence, knowing you have a supportive community cheering you on. These moments are more than just memories. They define who you are and who you will become. This is where you soar. See your future at suu.edu.
A week and a half ago, Southern Utah University hosted one of their Tradition Keepers events for students. Here's our reporter Emily Walters with more on the story.
And as the roof collapsed, that bell clanged and crashed as it went through each and every floor before landing with a thud in the basement.
Southern Utah University held their annual Tradition Keeper Virginia's Ghost event at the Old Main Building on Friday, November 7th. Students enjoyed hot chocolate and treats and gathered around flame heaters to stay warm in the cold night, while a speaker recounted the story of Virginia.
The Deseret News tells us it was one of the coldest and wettest winters on record.
Virginia Loomis was tragically murdered by her boyfriend in the late 1800s at a quarry outside Cedar City. When SUU's first building, Old Main, was built in 1898, the rock on which she had died was incorporated into the building. Legend has it that her ghost has haunted the building ever since and was responsible for arson when part of Old Main burned down in 1948, exactly 50 years after her brutal murder.
It was a really good turnout, and it was a really good event. It was all around just a good time. It's really interesting that we have this event. It's really significant because it has to deal with Old Main, which is where we're at right now. It's the story about Virginia and the burning down of Old Main in the 1940s.
Today, Old Main is primarily used for the university's administrative offices and remains an iconic signature of the university's skyline.
As I learned more of the stories at the Ghost of Virginia, that I'd really say she's a really spunky girl, and I think it's a really fun concept. I love the story of it. It's just a fun thing to have as we go about college life. It's easy to forget about having fun things like that.
For SUTV News, I'm Emily Walters.
Elsewhere on campus, a magical event took place on November 18th for students preparing for their final exams. Our reporter Chris Chaw has a scoop.
On the evening of the 18th, an event called Night So Wicked took place in the ballroom from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. The entrance featured a mystical gateway surrounded by photos of Elphaba and Glinda, the main characters from Wicked. Brian Torgerson will provide a detailed explanation.
The purpose of this event is, I just know that the second Wicked is coming out, and so I wanted kids to just get excited. And then the takeaway is I just want to create a safe space for students to just enjoy it and have fun. And we have activities and crafts, so coloring and making pipe cleaner flowers, and so just kind of give students a place to be creative in different outfits, whether it's watching the movie or just crafts in general.
In addition to Wicked-related activities, a light snack will be prepared for students, pancakes colored with the theme of Wicked. Students can enjoy the pancakes while watching the movie Wicked.
I didn't know what to expect first coming in. I love Wicked, obviously, but I walked in, I thought the decorations are great, the events are really good, the food, everything's on theme, so it made it feel like a fun experience to be here.
The film Wicked for Good opens on November 20th, and as of the 19th, it has a 71% Rotten Tomatoes rating and a 97% popcorn score. We hope this event brings happiness to students preparing for their finals. For SUTV News, I'm Chris Shaw.
Thunder 91 brings back Sips and Spins this semester. Here's Emil Garcia with more.
Thunder 91 radio station recently held its annual Sips and Spin activity. During the activity, students were able to buy a vinyl record for $2 and were given the supplies in order to paint them. Along with the record, Thunder 91 was also selling hot chocolate and apple cider for $1, with those attending being able to add different flavors to their hot chocolate and apple cider, including vanilla, caramel, and hazelnut.
So we do Sips and Spins just as a fun community event, and it also helps us fundraise just a little bit of money. But we like to plan events for people to just come paint a fun record and have a drink, and it's pretty fun.
Sips and Spin is an activity that the radio station does every year in order to bring the student community together for a nice night of painting and relaxation while listening to music, as music was being played over the big screens with artists like One Direction and Beyonce, among many others. Sips and Spin came at a great time for students as they enter their final weeks of school, giving them a chance to relax and enjoy and de-stress from school.
A ton of fun painting. I like that they had drinks for us and provided all the materials. It was super cheap. A lot of fun people here, so just had a good time.
School. Thunder 91 aims for Sips and Spin to be an activity for students to relax and have a moment of peace from school, as well as be able to gather money for future activities. For more information, you can follow Thunder 91 KSUU for their other activities. And for KSUU TV station, this is Emil Garcia.
SU Outdoors hosted an educational social event on Wednesday, November 19th. This event was a Dutch oven cooking demonstration where leaders baked chicken, cheesy potatoes with bacon, and a chocolate raspberry cobbler. In Dutch oven cooking, a chef bakes food inside covered cast iron pots, usually placed in a fire or bed of hot coals. SU Outdoors hosts these educational events twice a month, featuring guest speakers and skill demonstrations. They also host daily outdoor activities through their LEAP program, which include hiking, climbing, yoga, and yard games. Most SU Outdoors events are free and open to the public. More information can be found at suu.edu/outdoors. Thanks for tuning into SUTV News. I'm Melody Brooke.
And I'm Amy Huffner. Today we leave you with more footage from the Lyric Kings show.
We'll see you next time.